Hi Sagittarius, welcome in. I hope everyone had a nice holiday. Thanks for being here today. If you're new, all the info you need to know is listed down below. This is going to be your soul contracts and separation reading, so let's get started. All right, first we're going to find out what they would want to say to you right now, your person. You are my best friend. I feel they thought they could tell you anything and like really let their guard down around you. And that was probably only until the intensity got to be too much to handle. I have your picture saved on my phone. It came out for Scorpio and one other sign too. I think it was Taurus. Karma is kicking their butt. Oh, by the way, if you have Taurus in your chart or you're dealing with one or you feel called, definitely watch that one. That was one of the best readings ever. And now I'm the bad guy. So they feel like they're accepting all the blame. I think there's a lot of guilt there. We are mirroring each other. Let's try this deck out and see what needs to come through. What does Sag's person have to say? I'm worried about you moving on. I know my ego is in the way. The collective energy that I'm pulling today for Sag feels like the divine counterpart is definitely stuck in the 3D world. Perhaps focused on stability or their career, finances. I long to be one with you, union. Ooh. That one came out for Scorpio as well. And I love everything about you. They're saying try to get one more from this deck. Here we go. I don't want this to be over. So on the outside, it appears they're going about their daily business, living their life. But on the inside, they're over analyzing it, anxious, worried about you moving on, realizing they don't want it to be over. I'm starting to understand our connection. Finally, you and I were too young. And if that's not an age factor, I feel that means like spiritually too young or just maybe getting out of a toxic relationship and they weren't ready. I want you. My life is not as together as it seems. Yeah, just like I said. So if it on Facebook or Instagram, whatever social media, if it looks like they're living their best life, the more it looks like it's perfect, the less perfect it is. I'll just say that. Let's get a couple more and then we'll move on to how they feel about the connection itself. Frustrated. I'm feeling frustrated by the way things ended, things said by others regarding the connection and the situation as a whole. So there could have been friends or family members involved or just, you know, your social circle. And however it went down, they're very frustrated by that. Ghost. I ghosted you to bide my time until I could get myself together. I didn't know it would take so long or that you would move on so quickly. Questions. How many of our issues were just simple misunderstandings? Did we base our decisions solely upon assumptions? So there seems to be a lot of misunderstanding how all of this ended here. Pedestal, you're too good for me and I feel like I'll never be able to give you what you want or what you need. So they do think highly of you, Sag, and they do put you kind of on a pedestal. And so let's see what Sag's person feels about the connection right now for December 2022. I think that was the flying card, which typically means movement. Even if it's behind the scenes movement, things are making progress. Oh no, gentle gardener. They want to nurture it, even if it's in the 3D, or they feel that it's being looked at by the divine, like overwatched by the divine. Ghostlands, goblins, and coming apart. Aww. So definitely, whatever collective energy this is pulling on is a situation that ended maybe in a ghosting situation. However it was, very painful. Everybody went their separate ways. Big time misunderstandings. And with the goblins, it's like it's the ghost that just keeps coming back to haunt this person constantly. Let's get some clarifiers on that and see what this is. What about this Ghostlands? What is this here for? And I'm hearing that they're coming apart at the seams. Number 27. That was prevalent the last couple weeks, the number 27. Unexpected income. For some of them, it might have been financially more beneficial for them to go a different route. And I think they regret that now. Main mail message. That could be the message that's coming in. What does this message entail, Spirit? Whoops. nostalgia, headspace, thoughts, regrets of past actions. So they really regret this, however this all went down, and I think they're going to have a moment of truth. What about unexpected income? Guiding light, light at the end of the tunnel. Changes coming and changes are needed. Somebody else got that exact same combination. Main male. Divine feminine. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, so I feel that it was the masculine that goes to the feminine, but of course, however the energy applies there. And there's going to be this message that comes through that's going to explain all of this. Children might have also been a factor. They may have made those decisions based upon their children. But look at this, the scales, resolution, fairness, justice with the scrolls, which is a soul contract, Akashic records. They know now that all of this came down to their fault, this one mistake that they made. And I think they're going to try to nurture it back to health, like slowly but surely. What about this coming apart? I feel that was their tower moment, the trigger maybe. Official person. Thief. It's the same message I think as Taurus. And journey. Someone like took them off their journey. They went a different route, thinking the grass was greener on the other side, but I feel it was more like it was the easy route. It was the expected route for all of the 3D with their family, friends, their environment, maybe even their career with official person here. Why is official person here? Yeah, someone took a deeper look. They'd been looking at it logically before, but once they realized that you kept coming back to haunt them, it was just hard to let that, to think about that logically. Love, you know, most often is not a logical thing, right? What about thief? You can't help who you love. Children came out again with the serenade, which is confessions of love. So they're going to say, I think, that really children or their foundation was a very big factor in this decision. Journey. At odds. They have sunk, their hopes are sunken, or yours are. Since this is their impression of the connection, I feel like they think there's no hope. And they got that with the deer, so they're very skittish about coming forward to talk. Let me get the tarot out and find out, when they analyzed this connection and this journey, what did they find out, Spirit? There's all the conflict, and that they couldn't let you go. 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands. I wish there was more from the heart space. That's what I was hoping to see. Ah, there it is. The High Priestess. There's that deep knowing. They kept this a secret. I think they were hoping that fate would bring it back together. That was prevalent in another reading. Like the Divine Masculine was just waiting. Like, okay, well, it's going to happen. We're just going to wait for divine timing. And the Queen of Wands. So there's this passion that they just can't quite walk away from completely. Let's find out what the Goblins is about. Why is Goblins here? Whoops, I tried to flip over. Bad health. That's the bad health of this connection. The sudden wealth card, which is, you know, the 11 card. So now you have 11 and 22 here. I look at that as also like the Twin Flame Divine counterpart card. What about Gentle Gardener? Main female. Yes, he really wants to nurse this connection. I have a feeling it's all going on in the 5D at this point, or telepathically. And look at that, guys. 2 2s right there. So 22's there twice. This is definitely a strong connection here. They want healing. There's the garden. They know that they lied to themselves about this connection with the fox. They sabotaged it. They ran away. They know they could, because they had this major epiphany about it. What about sudden wealth and bad health? What is that there for, please? Everything that was hidden came to light, and they realized that they sabotaged it, that they were their own worst enemy in all of this, and that everything happens for a reason. The divine is going to intervene. So that's really beautiful. They're super hopeful about this. Anything else about this connection, about how the masculine feels courtship? They're ready. I say they're ready. And one part of them's ready. Whether or not they'll do it is another thing. And great fortune. They're seeing the fortune in this. Even if they have to walk away from a significant amount of money, it's going to come back to them tenfold. All right, well, let's see what's blocking both sides of this union. Whoa. So for the divine feminine in this connection, what is blocking this union from her perspective, from her energy? What needs to be resolved or healed? That's bizarre. Nothing wanted to come out there. For the divine feminine in this situation, what needs to be healed, please, Spirit? Moonlight. Evolution. Travel, romance, potential. I think that's that 5D downloads trying to come through. Evolution, I'm going to put that back in because it was stuck there. But I'm looking at this, and one of the things that catches my eye is the travel. Like, is she stuck in this connection energetically, maybe? Maybe not understanding why, you know, she's still seeing all the signs and synchronicities and it's not coming back together. Night wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. So there is still some healing, some release that needs to be done. Probably control of the outcome or the expectation of him coming back. Maybe some fear about him not coming back because she might feel that that means the ball's in her court. And so that can kind of lead to a lot of anxiety. Definitely. Did one flip? No. Good grief, guys. I'm so sorry. They've been flying out for all the other signs. What else does the feminine need to heal? There we go. Now we got one more. See if we can get anything else. There we go. Thank you. Amethyst. Transformation, certainty, and confidence. Was that Leah that got that for the feminine? So, yes, basically, she doesn't have confidence in the connection. Maybe not even within herself because of how all of this went down. And then the Temptress. Seduction, deceit, a broken promise. That's the healing that needs to be healed. See her heart chakra all lit up? Like, her heart chakra is really needing healing from the situation. What about this moonlight? Because I have a feeling that's the 5D communication from her guides or dreams from the divine masculine trying to come through here. All kinds of stuff coming in here. So there's small problems, inconveniences, figuring it out, the missing piece of information. So basically, this miscommunication, universal interference, or small problems or inconveniences, that's the missing piece of the puzzle, because that's what's kind of throwing her off. She saw these, and that triggers her or has somehow caused her not to heal. I know that's kind of difficult to explain, but basically, it's like she thought she had it figured out, and now she's questioning this connection. That one piece had to be removed. And once you take that one piece out, the puzzle doesn't make sense anymore. So she's very confused about all this. And they're trying to, like, show her it just has something to do with healing this. Now that you've taken this piece out and that you were on the right track, it's just, I feel that she got impatient with divine timing. What about night wind, facing fear and healing? So that's finding your home, bonding, soul tribe, and releasing past events and or relationships. So what about this deceit or broken promise here? Time is running out. Rapid movement or communication. So he either made a promise of forward movement that was supposed to happen quick and that never happened, or I still feel it's like what I felt earlier, that she expected him to come back. He owed her an apology. He owed her a second chance. He didn't. And that broken promise alone is like got her heart chakra just completely blocked. What about Amethyst? She's not trusting anymore, I don't think. The friend. Back and forth energy. Remember how it said, I was your best friend, you were my best friend? Let's get some clarifiers for that. What is that friend here for? I'm feeling a couple different things about that. A friend could have said something. Yeah, there was someone there that was not a true friend. Look at that false person. And if they were a true friend, they said something to trigger her that shut all of this down, that she started thinking of from a logical perspective in just regular 3D terms, not, you know, these deeper soul contracts have totally separate rules than just your average Joe that you go on one date with, right? Everybody knows that, except for the people that don't, because they've never felt it. they're not on that journey. And so this friend said something. Let's find out what happened with this friend, or did something deceptive, got involved. And remember also for this one message, yep, made them doubt their emotions. See, things said by others regarding this connection, frustration. Somebody said something. They could have even gotten involved and said something to the masculine. And that made everything just kind of goes south or stagnant. Because this imbalance, this back and forth, they might have withheld information about the masculine, about a third-party situation, or they were just trying to get her groove back, you know, and just said, look, he left you for a third party. I don't know why you're feeling so sorry for yourself and sad about him. He's a loser. You know, quit going back and forth with your energy and move on. And, ooh, yeah, I'm hearing this friend that they made her feel very stupid and triggered like past wounding all the way back here to this baggage thing. Probably she got left out in the cold or had childhood issues or something like that. Yeah, all of a sudden she didn't trust her heart. She withheld her emotions. She got stuck. I don't think it was solely the friend's fault, but this one conversation for somebody is going to resonate, and that was significant. So think back to that and look at it from a different perspective, and that'll speed up all that healing. Okay, what about from this masculine's perspective? What's blocking on his side? Winter's end, regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome, healing, reconnecting with your true nature. His heart chakra is also kind of out of whack, and there's another master number, 33. So I think he really needs a regeneration of passion and just life purpose in his life. I think he's kind of just going with the flow and just saying whatever. Reconnecting with your true nature. He went a different route. Harmony, power, self-confidence, productivity. So there's another confidence issue. She didn't have confidence in the connection. He didn't have self-confidence. And in the messages, he didn't feel good enough for her. And 22, guys, what the heck? Definitely check out Taurus reading. Sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. So there might be something on the home front that he can't quite let go of. He might be in a different, you know, cycle on his life path, and he's just kind of stuck there. Let's find out why. What is this sacred journey? This life cycle that needs to end. Distant horizon. So yeah, he's just in the middle of a cycle. The lovers. Just needs a little bit more growing up to do. What about healing? Marriage, a mature man. So see, like he's going to spiritually grow, and he's going to figure out like what he wants as far as long-term commitments. He feels spiritually married, of course, to this feminine. It's his divine counterpart. If he's in a marriage, it might take him some time to get out of that. What about winter's end? Positive outcome, rebirth, regeneration. Because see, right now he's trapped in his own thoughts or in a situation, in something with imprisonment. What about harmony? There's some concern because he doesn't have that self-confidence. Maybe he feels limited in power or not productive within the connection. Why is this concern here? Because he had looked in the past, he had distorted views regarding a person or situation, or glossed over the truth, glossed over all these sirens, possible red flags, be aware of whatever other situation was going on in his life, or just walking away. I think Spirit was trying to get him not to walk away the first time, and he didn't listen. What about for imprisonment? And he's also trapped by this deep, unconditional love that he feels for the feminine, as well as his situation. So it feels like winter's never going to come to an end. He doesn't have a whole lot of hope. Marriage, healing, hesitancy to pick a side, knowing he's off course, the compass. And there's going to be a change in that direction. What about lovers and sacred journey? See, there was that denial. I don't think he wanted to believe it. The intensity of it was way too much. There's denial, falsehoods, or illusions around his sacred journey. But there's the moon, the downloads, the 5D communication, astral travel. You're probably communicating quite a bit in the 3D. So that's pretty awesome. All right, let's see. Will there be contact and when? And in all the other videos, these have come out in 3 groups. So it'll be interesting to see if this is going to be all one message or several. Communicate clearly. Big happy changes. Oh, wow. Those haven't come out for anybody. So clearly communicate about what you want. Don't hold back. Be vulnerable. It's up to you. And reconsider was kind of stuck. I'm going to put it up in there. And we'll get clarifiers for these as well. If it doesn't come out like where it makes complete sense. Remain positive. Don't lose hope. And remember that came out over there a lot. No tried to flip out. I put it back in. Take action. Ask for help from others. That's interesting that that came out with that false person and that friend. Because I feel really hesitant to ask, like, hey, should they reach out? What about ask for help from others and take action? There's that blindfold, that stalemate energy. All those came out too much. Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. If you're only asking, I don't mean to say this the way it's coming out. I'm just going to go with it, guys. Sorry. If you're only asking for love advice from people that are single or are not emotionally romantical, if you get my drift, like, you know, the girls that are career focused and fine, don't want love, any of that, that's not the right way. That's going to lead to this false person energy. They're doing their best. They're trying to be a solid friend, but they have no concept. You know what I'm saying? Like, help from others, I think, would be a mutual friend that really gets both sides of this equation, or that maybe you could plant a little seed, you know, plant a little 7 of Pentacles in their ear and let the divine garden, you know, that connection up a little bit. Because I think that there's a big misunderstanding here, especially for this one. Yeah. See, with the World, 3 of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Hermit, whoever this collective is, they've been in hardcore hermit mode, just trying to process this broken heart. And it's time to, like, close out that cycle and just make that one step forward. Like with a high or something like that. That typically is not fresh out of the gate, y'all. Oh, and I just noticed the 2 5s there. But if it's been a long time with no communication, no contact, and there's a gray area as to who should reach out first, that take action. I would seriously consider it. What about remain positive? It's up to you. That also seems to be a very action-oriented thing. All of these are good. So if they come in or if they don't, you know, listen to your guides. Listen to your intuition. They're sending you signs. They're showing up in your dreams. Trying to take notice here because there's a guardedness. Definitely. See, it's up to you. Communicate clearly. This person right here, this energy is wanting to not do that. They're scared. 7 of Wands. Very resistant to opening up the Queen of Cups. They want justice. They want commitment with the Hierophant, but there's that conflict. The 5 of Swords. Like, I don't want to go down this battle again. But they're saying you're going to have to communicate really from the heart chakra. The Queen of Cups energy. Any last final pieces of advice? Yes, see, because if you don't, look at this, the Devil and the Hangman. It's going to keep everybody stuck. Everybody's stuck. And then move forward, heal this connection. 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords. That overrides that Hangman and that Devil energy. Awesome. Okay, so let's get some final pieces of advice for Sag. Soulmates and separation. If you're new here and you want to join the tribe, please subscribe. Would love to have you. Oh, all the contest details are down below too for the current subscribers. Final advice for Sag about this connection. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there was a whole bunch in here about healing. and forgiveness. Sometimes we have to forgive ourselves, you know, just because we felt stupid. And you really shouldn't. Don't ever apologize for how you truly felt in your heart chakra, because that, not everybody can feel that deep of love, especially if you're an empath or a sensitive soul. You know, you get there way quicker than others and experience things that nobody else can. So that's actually a blessing, but it's also can feel like a curse. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Wow. Well, that's awesome, Sag. Thanks for being here today. I hope you'll come back and see me. Love and light. Take care.